Hello and welcome to a quick little leveling spot guide. I'm here on Holdridge, my paladin, who is currently level 63. I have my ranger, Nelly, which is level 64. We're here in the Crypt of Decay, and we are in a spot I like for leveling. It's kind of right over here. Here's the entrance if you just go straight down that first hallway. Right here. I'm using IS Boxer to turn on her auto fire, but all she does is auto fire, so it's just a matter of a little extra DPS. That's how this is working out. But what I do is I pull to this corner over here, where she's on the other side right there. Down the middle is these stairs up, and here after I kill this, I'll show the next pull, but. I just need to memorize a spell. Sword of Knife. And it works out really well. I have a cleric mercenary, and I have a rogue mercenary on her. And there we go. What I do is I just go up the stairs and I pull. Most I've been able to do is about 4 or 5 at a time without any issues. And even then, as a paladin, this stuff is just absolutely trivial. There's nothing to be concerned about. This spot should work fine for solo. I was doing it solo before I brought in Nelly for a little extra DPS, and she hits these things for about 100 to about 900 each shot with the just auto shot. I do have on one of my hotkeys. She will do her what you call it, ranger nukes. They're like the instant cast ones or whatever, but that's probably a DPS loss, honestly. The rogue mercenary does quite a bit of DPS, but this spot should be fine for a solo character. If you can split everything, you should be able to do this. Obviously I'm doing it in a duo, and then a group would probably do okay. I would say you could come here at level 60 and you'd be fine. I like to burn my lesson here and do that. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. So I'm gonna kick on her lesson, kick on my lesson. I should be able to get it off. There we go. Yeah, and so it's a good spot. There's a lot of mobs available. The only downside is it's quite there's quite a bit of people in this general area sometimes. But I just pull like this. I pull a stun for the extra taunt aggro that is generated from that. And you see, like most pulls are 2s and 3s. Sometimes once you break it, you'll get solos and stuff like that, but just depends on what you're doing. But the camp goes up these. It's hard to see the way this is kind of designed because there is a basement below here, but it kind of goes up in here in this room here. There's a bunch of mobs throughout this whole area. Grab this one. I guess I lost aggro. The only downside is the rogues. Rogue mercenary will like run off and chase things, but here, if I change the low to like 1, I should say 5. Put the height to 25. There we go. You can kind of see the pathing now. It kind of goes up in here. There's a room here. There's a bunch of mobs there. Then they're all pretty evenly spaced throughout the whole camp. And you can keep going down this hallway here until they get to this other side. But at my current DPS, I can't really pull much beyond the first few rooms before there's respawn. So that's with the ranger and the rogue mercenary. And I do have a cleric mercenary for all the healing, and for the most part, the paladin actually can do most of it on his own with all of the spells that they have. So I think I have it right now. Yeah, I have a melee DPS one I run every once in a while, just for when I'm trying to go really hard on it after I get buffs and stuff. But for the most part, you don't even need a healer if you have a good tank. I don't know how Shadow Knight would do in this spot. I haven't tried. The real benefit here is that these are all undead, and they're humanoid undead. So from what I don't know, I haven't seen it yet, but she can headshot these, the Ranger, and I can slay undead these. I'll get like 6,000-7,000 hits on these things, and they just melt. So I'm not exactly sure what it takes to get headshot to work. I don't even know if these are viable. But when I was looking up the mobs, right, these are marked as humanoids and they're undead. I don't know if there's like some kind of, I don't know how that works 100%, but I know I can slay undead them, and that just does a lot of damage. I almost one-shot one of them with a good critical, but for the most part they just melt. As you can see how, you know, I'm manually pulling all these things and doing all this. The only downside is stopping to cast the pull spell. I mean, I don't fall in the water. The water is, this brown water is treated like lava. And I've had issues where the mercenary will go in the water and I can't get it out, and it'll start fighting stuff in the water. But as long as I keep stuns on the pull, everything seems to be working out fairly well. So the headshot thing might not be a thing here, but from what I understand, they should be able to be headshot, but I'm just not 100% sure how that works. On my rogue, I could never get witness a assassination, so I don't know if there's some kind of criteria I'm missing. But this is fairly decent camp. I usually burn my lesson here and then go do something else, and maybe a different zone, or just stay here. I've been here since level 60, I believe. I was in Vexar before this, and so it's just a pretty good spot overall. About to level up, so that's cool. Come on, guy, get down here. Yeah, and you can see like the rogue is up there attacking prematurely. That's the only thing I haven't figured out. If I turn them, if I turn myself to the puller, then they don't assist until like 60%, which is just weird. But yeah, this is a quick little leveling spot for the levels 60 to 65. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and have a fantastic day.